All right, so let's go on to our final topic, the bad boy.
Yes.
What you going to do?
My topic is why does everyone hate Kanye West?
Because he's a douche.
Yeah, I think the douchebag is a big part.
I mean, I think mainly it sort of started off when the whole, it might have been before, but it all started
Started
off
up before that.
the Taylor Swift thing.
Yeah, I think that's
happened.
probably it.
That was like a huge moment in his career where he just became like a huge douchebag, I guess, or something like that. Or people just realized how much of a douchebag he was.
Yeah.
But
I don't think anybody knew anything yet about him. I mean, they knew his like good music, but like they didn't see his like personal appearances or whatever.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then he's just like a huge dick, and you're just like, what?
Yeah.
Well, the thing was, apparently his persona, like I guess you want to say, like was always like that even before he became famous. I mean, I don't know if you guys ever seen the whole thing of Dave Chappelle talking about his first appearance on a show.
Oh,
yes,
I've seen that.
When he first got on the show, he was talking about, he's like, yeah, I had Kanye West. Like he didn't even drop his first album yet. We had him in the room. He was looking at our uncut scenes and everything like that. And he was looking at stuff that had never been seen on TV. All of a sudden, he gets a phone call and Kanye picks it up and he goes, "Yeah, man, I can't talk right now." He's like, "Yeah, I'm watching stuff on the Dave Chappelle show right now, stuff that people have never seen before." He's like, and Dave Chappelle said, "I'll never forget this." He said, "Yeah, because my life's dope and I do dope shit," and just hangs up the phone. And he's like, and that's what started off Kanye's like stuff like that. But like,
yeah, because my life's dope and I do dope shit. Click.
I'm gonna hashtag do that shit for here on out, man.
Seriously. But
Yo,
see,
man,
that's why.
I do dope shit and my life's dope. Click.
Yeah.
But like, how fun is it to fantasize about doing like I don't know. I think I admire a lot of things that Kanye does, not the Taylor Swift stuff, but like I feel like he does say things that we all wish we could say and do, and like we don't. And so I think like a lot of times we look at that as like, well, maybe a point of jealousy where it's like, well, what the fuck?
Well,
like that guy's just being a dick. It's like, honestly, I wish I could be in a position where I could tell one of my friends because I do dope shit and hang up on them. Just let them think about it.
Well, you
'Cause that'd
could
be
do it.
awesome.
Doesn't mean that it's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
And your friend, if it was me, would be like, "Fuck you, douche." Like,
You would be pissed if I did that,
I'd be like, "What?" Like,
dude. If you
don't
did that
just
to me,
hang
I
up
would.
on me without.
I would be
Well,
laughing
like,
for the
dope,
next
dope,
week
good.
and a half. I would.
That's dope.
Dude,
I do
I
dope
think what
shit.
it is with Kanye is like there's a very fine line between that kid of like a confident person and an arrogant person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and yeah, there's nothing wrong with being confident in yourself and your ability to do shit or your life that it's dope.
Yeah,
But
dope
and
shit,
being
yeah, I remember.
arrogant about is where I think that he pushes the line for me, and that's why I consider him to be like ugh, because he thinks that his word is like truth. That's it. He doesn't give a fuck about anybody else. If he says it, that's the way it is.
Gold.
That's how he sees it. That's the way it is. And tough luck. And that
He's
for me
certainly
is
not
like,
modest or humble.
no, not at all. You know,
I mean,
and I think it's that arrogance for me. It's that because it doesn't matter if it's Kanye West or it's Joe Schmo. If you're coming up and having that kind of arrogance, I'm like, yeah, well, I don't really need to deal with you, man.
Do you think it's?
I'm the same way.
Sorry, Ian. What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say I agree with you, Rocco. It's the arrogance. I can't stand it. So, and honestly, I don't really follow a lot, I guess, of that pop culture and everything. But it goes with saying anyone that acts like that, I just don't have time in my life for that. So
Yeah.
Do you think it's because he's a rapper though? Like, I mean, rap had such a negative kind of connotation, and then now you see a rapper who, for the most part, people in society think that it's a no-talent industry, and then you have someone who's saying he's the most talented musician. Like, do you think that adds the fuel to the fire?
Yeah, no. I think that we can find these people out in the world regardless of being a musician. You know, I've run into a bunch of douchebags that
You can find these people, but do
just
you think it's worse, the fact that he is a rapper?
no.
No, I don't think it's
think so.
worse. I think it's worse that he has the ability to get in front of millions of people and perform and act that way, and that people will look at him as a role model. I don't think that it's worse because he's a rapper. You know,
Yeah.
not all rappers are like that. You know,
I mean, here's a cool little fun fact. Actually, President Obama, I would say over. Damn, I just lost my train of thought. Publicly called him a jackass. Said he was a jackass.
Yeah.
I don't think any rapper can ever say that the president said that about them. So that's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah.
Now, did he say that because of the Taylor Swift event? Is that when he had?
I think
Not
so.
Yes,
sure,
they say, he
probably.
said he was a tool. Kanye West was a tool, and he was a jackass. Yeah, because, mainly because of the Taylor Swift incident. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, you
Well,
guys got to think
his
about that
daughter's
instant
like
too,
Taylor Swift,
right?
probably, so.
So like,
Yeah.
he gets up on stage when a woman is like winning an amazing award for herself and her accomplishments of what she's put her, her years or whatever she has to put behind it, her time and her efforts, and then get up on stage and be like, "You're shit. This should have went to somebody else."
And totally
That's-
ruin it.
I
Yeah.
think that would be
the
fine if he had
arrogance
done
of-
it now, though, because I think that's true. Because Taylor Swift is like a sellout, and like she just does like the most like generic pop music I think ever. Like basically manufactured. I mean, not that all pop music isn't like that anyway, but it's so manufactured. And back then she was actually like trying to be like a cool country singer or whatever. Because she did country music back in the day. I don't know if you guys know that,
Yeah,
but
Sure.
Oh yeah.
totally different than what she does now. So
Now
like,
it's bad.
So is
blood.
Kanye doing what he's done in music and just kind of seeing the future, and already saying what we're gonna see? Because like
Here's
he's
the difference.
pioneered the hip hop scene
Here's
in a
the
lot of
difference,
ways.
Clay. You can have an opinion. That's fine. Just like Alan has. He has an opinion that Taylor, blah, 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 it should have been Beyonce too. But you don't see Alan running up on stage and being like, while you're winning the award,
How do you know that? How do you
da,
know
da,
that?
da, da,
Do you think-
that shit doesn't work? It's like, dude, that's where I
Well,
was saying
hey,
that he thinks his opinion carries so much weight. Like, he's a
yeah,
god.
I think that's the problem. Like
issue.
his ego is way too big.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
way too big.
Like I do dope shit, and my life is dope. Like his
Yeah.
ego
Well,
is just like
that's dope.
absurd,
Dope
There
shit.
could have been
Yeah.
1,000 people that disagreed with Taylor Swift winning that award, and Beyonce should have had it. But none of them got up on stage to say, she's in the middle of winning the award. You know what I mean? Like, that's supposed to be something gratifying for her. Nobody's going to go up there and steal that spotlight or that happiness that she
Yeah.
could have had, because
Yeah.
they have respect for that person. Now, that's where Kanye's just drops that line. He doesn't
Yeah.
care. You know what I mean?
Well,
He doesn't
Yeah.
give a shit.
Now, what if the Pope went up on stage and said that Beyonce should have won that award? Do you think anyone would have got
I
mad?
would have been like, why is the Pope?
Yeah, why is he?
Hey.
Go back to Italy.
Go back to Italy. What are you
Do you
doing?
think it also got worse when he started dating Kanye? Or Kanye dated Kanye. He would
Right.
love that. If
Yes.
Kanye started dating Kim Kardashian.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, now it's just like a total like
I
Nah,
think
it's just
uh,
it's a perfect
idiot
match,
joke
actually.
for the
I
most
think
part.
I
Like,
think it's a perfect match.
it's an ego queen and an ego king put together to make
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I hope that baby is okay. What's her name?
it's-
North?
Southwest-
Yeah, he was like, "Yeah, are you gonna name your other baby South?" And they were like, "No, that's retarded." They said that was dumb. Like, okay, well, you just named your one baby North. Like, wouldn't
Wow.
it be cool to name your one baby South? And they were just like, "No, that's stupid." Like,
Now,
Okay.
didn't Kanye do the same thing to Beck or something of that sort?
No, I think it. Well, yeah, he said
no, he
Beck
did.
is a terrible artist, something like that. He was like,
he
doesn't.
basically didn't know what kind of music Beck even made.
Yeah.
And so he was like just calling him out, like, why did he win it? But then I think recently I read something that he like listened to Beck's albums or something and realized like, oh, he's like a really good artist, and was
And
like
he's been
kind of
around forever.
like moved back on his like statement. He was like, okay, like I can
Yeah.
see like talent or whatever there.
I forget what the comment was, but he was saying something along the lines of like, he's, he was saying something like, I'm a professional, I'm the best that there is when it comes to making music. This, Beck is like, he has no talent at all as an artist, and his music carries no weight. And that was like, once again, who are you to say things like this about other people?
You gotta say that, and I'm playing devil's advocate, and I'm also biased, but I would argue he's being honest. In his ignorance, that's what he believes.
True.
He's never giving you bullshit, right?
But
Kanye's gonna tell you exactly what he thinks.
well,
that's
so
like-
that's the point where he says he's a god, though.
There's people that will say their
Can't
own
back that
truths
up.
for them, but that doesn't mean anything. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, what I find interesting is that he's still.
how about
willing
Jehovah
to-
Witnesses that come to your door and that's their truth? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're like, you're like, get out of here. I don't want to hear anything about this.
Sure.
I
just find it interesting that like he says what he thinks, and then when he figures out he's wrong, he reestablishes status quo. He's like, no, I was wrong. I could see a lot of talent in Beck.
I do want to say
As a
that,
p-
that you
okay.
are the person that introduced me to Kanye West.
I think hands down. Look,
He's good. No.
like what
He's
what,
okay.
what it's hard. What's hard for me is that there's people like it sucks that he's a jackass, and it sucks that he's an egomaniac, because a lot of people see that and immediately think these people are terrible, or sorry, that he's terrible and that like his music's crap. But you take his personality aside, and I will argue he's the best. He's the best. He's one of the best musicians we've had in a very long time.
Oh.
It's he's influenced.
Don't say
more.
hands down. It's not hands down. My
Yeah.
hands not up.
He's talented, man. He's extremely talented.
You say more than Lil Wayne?
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
It's not even a joke. It's not even a joke.
Or
Okay.
Jay-Z?
No.
Yes.
First off,
He makes beats for Jay-Z. Like he's like
He
no,
makes beats,
dude.
but lyrically,
lyrically he's
dude-
pretty good.
This dude's got a lot of music, and I would say that for me personally, my opinion is like I can find some that I'm like, okay, this is a pretty good song. That's a pretty good song. Not all of his shit by any means. I'm like, you just put stuff together to get a beat, to get somebody to get you to buy your song. J. Cole, who is another one of those northern rappers, a part of that same group. J. Cole is somebody that I would say lyrically throws it down way better than Kanye does.
Kanye's not the most lyrically, but artistically, I think he's the best.
Okay.
One of the best.
Okay,
Did
yeah.
you say artistically?
Artistically, yeah.
Artistically.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
I can agree with you on that. He's
Yeah.
definitely had some, his music videos to his style of music has been different than a lot of other individuals. But lyrically,
Hip hop is the way it is right now for a large part of what Kanye did. Right? You guys don't remember that gangster rap was running rapid when he started, and he pioneered the movement of going away from talking about rims and bitches and gold and all that stuff.
Yeah, but
he
then
started talking about self-conscious things.
But then he went off though. He went off, and a lot of people that followed him actually, the Beaten Path actually called him out on a couple of radio shows. You can look him on YouTube. Like people said, look, like you fell off this. You're talking about how you hated the big corporations and everything like that, but yet you're trying to get Nike to back you and everything like that. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
they were saying like they were saying no, we fought. Like one guy, he got into a debate with it saying that like we were following you because you were talking about like stop talking about all the gangster like rap and all that, flaunting your money and everything like that. And he was actually really good. And now he's saying like the new albums, we're not following you anymore. You know what I mean? He's like, and he comes back and Kanye says, well, nobody's following that. He said, nobody's following that, this and that. I got to do this to get to that. Everyone follows money more than anything. They don't follow what you say. So,
Right.
Well, perhaps it's a separate topic where we can argue about why I think Kanye is going to be looked back as one of the best musicians we've had. So I'll go on record saying that. Certainly the best hip hop artist we've had since Dr. Dre and Biggie.
Oh God, no.
Yep.
No.
Yep. His shit's classic. You will 808s and Heartbreaks.
Classic. I don't hear his shit on the what's his
Why?
newest song?
Tag this entire thing, Clay, in your Twitter feed on tag Kanye's in it.
Okay, I will say that Paul McCartney, he said that Kanye West was one of the best musicians he's worked with. So
What is so?
Paul McCartney's a respected individual. Look, I can say that he's one of the best musicians. I can sit here and say he's one of the best musicians, but I'm Joe Schmo Clayton who plays video games. But when Paul McCartney, a man who's been in the music industry and is regarded as one of the best musicians we've had, says that Kanye West is talented, that says something.
I don't like the Beatles.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right, guys. Well, listen.
All
Thank
perspective.
you, everyone, for joining us at another episode of the Everything and Nothing show. You can of course get this topic by topic Monday through Friday, and then we bring out the full episode on Saturday. If you want to go on patreon.com/maelstromgamers, you guys can support us with just as little as $1. It means the world to us, and you'll get a bunch of other rewards with it. Okay, you can follow us on Twitter. You can like us on Facebook. Please comment, subscribe, and all that goodness. Next week, we'll have another episode for you. Until that, keep thinking about everything and nothing. It's been an honor to entertain you guys. Peace. Take care.
Take it easy.
Peace.
Yeah.